And so tell me how desperate a person will have to be, man. Uh, just as I've been mentioning and talking about this torture technology, it's militia as well as injustice grade type, implant that they neurological, you know, they got remote monitoring, EKG app, bugs, like all this stuff. They really put this in the flesh, in the body of a living person. And they still inflict me with it today. Like they probably tried to put this into me when this was like the age when I was probably like 7 years old, anywhere to 12 years old. And today, I don't know what it is, but they've been especially, how can I say, cruel, with it, like the things they've been doing now, they hadn't did in years. Like for instance, I just wrote, a bunch of my off the top stuff, clarifying some falsehoods and, all the purple grass, all these, influencers that want my style and stuff. Just, I'm just talking about my life, you know what I'm saying? I post them and then, in my meditation, I was actually remotely inflicted with, and the thing is, all of this sounds very strange because it's not something that happens to the normal person. You feel me? All of this is very strange. It sounds strange, but it's like it's happening. And I wanted people to know. So, they still torture me. You got these rappers, and, and you got the white supremacist agenda. They impose it, like they working with these artists to torture and inflict me and try to conform into that thing. And what it is they use this illegal implanted technology, you feel me, to torture me with it. And they have help from injustices and militias to do so, and they can indeed use it, It's like people put bugs in you, you feel me, with speakers. Like they could do anything, like they could say anything, they use it to torture me to death. And it's cruel and unusual treatment. They had this stuff, implanted in me since I was like 7 years old, 12 years old, and then they still using it to this day. The most recent they just used it was last night. And actually that's the first time, it's ever been used like that. But they got and reason they do it, like they'll try to use it to put certain people on it, in order to be able to try to make it seem like my stuff that I'm writing off the top, hard work that I've been putting in for the last 7 years is not mine. You feel me? It's absolutely like it's an act of desperate. I say, how desperate do you got to be? It's an extreme racial dominance power move. They still using it. They know. You feel me? It's like they so desperate that they willing to absolutely try to like deteriorate a person's everything about a person. You feel me? Knowing about the trauma I've already attained from all this. And I think the worst part about it is I don't know if, pretty much I have nobody, in my corner, not even my own race. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing that's strangest about me. Like, even they okay with this happening. And, not only, at the fact that I'm Elijah, you know what I'm saying? But that alone should, it should have been resistance, to something like this. But yet they freely allowed to do this kind of stuff to me. Something like this, if the tables was turned, that'd be death. You feel me? Like, that's all I'm saying. But they torture me whenever they get ready, with this illegal technology. I don't know if they declare war because, dudes trying to steal my stuff that is not theirs. I'm sitting here writing my stuff every day and night. I sit there and write my stuff in front of everybody. And you got somebody that want my style and they got the White House helping them steal a man's identity and personality blatantly. That's war. You feel me? I just don't have no help. Nobody don't see the significance of the situation. And that's what's happening. So they still torture me day and night with this. I don't know this dude. I don't know these people. You know what I'm saying? I never would ever meet these people. You know what I'm saying? They trying to coerce me, and they got help from the structures to coerce me into their culture. You feel me? That's what's going on. Like, it's not a fair fight. It's not a one-on-one situation. You know what I'm saying? Since 94, you know what I'm saying, all the way to the early 2000s, you know, the structures heavily involved with this torture campaign. You know, they got militia and, you know, all these demonic entities and things that's anti-God. So, I mean, they might not get no kind of prosecution or justice for what they doing to me, but one thing I can assure that this country, you know what I'm saying, is has nothing to do with God. Like, that's facts. You know what I'm saying? With this stuff happening to me, you know, so all these celebrities, man, I mean, most of these entities are not, they don't got no kind of beef, you know what I mean? They everything just smoke and mirrors, you feel me? It's some of them that just got one intention or one goal, and that's, you know, destroy the legacy of Eli, so they can have it. They can have pieces and ideas, aesthetics and things, then erase me or kill the real me, you know? I would never associate with those people. I would never be in the same room as those people, you know? I'm the real one, and I would never have anything to do with those people. No association for as long as, you know, just for the whole existence of the world. You feel me? Like, never, ever would I ever even breathe any words to those people. But through negligence, they have immunity to forcefully impose themselves on my life in spite of the evils that they already been involved with, you know, that the structures even know about. I mean, it's like, and me being a church person, you feel me, not a street person, you know, I mean, I have no defenses. And so I'm being humiliated and all this stuff they do against me. So, yeah, man, I just got inflicted heavy by the injustices / all this collusion, you know, with torture technology. And, I mean, all people saying, I mean, like I tell you, man, I don't care about, you know, no justification for the situation. You feel me? Because this situation, that can't be justified by anything. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's what it is, man. You know, it's still carry on, though. But, they ain't killing my faith. You know, I ain't worried about none of it. You know what I'm saying? They ain't breaking my faith or my spirit, you know. But this is absolutely cruel and unusual torture, you know what I'm saying, of an innocent person. Just so some not innocent demons can have this person's style, ideas, aesthetics, dynamics, you know, just like try to use you as a cattle, as a, you know, as poetry, you feel me? Like, that's pretty much they got me in a position for. You know what I'm saying? They never knew me. It was just a good idea. You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? They never knew me. They just, you know, they like the idea of me. You feel me? But this is the kind of stuff they do to the real me on the low, though. You feel me? So they can't never say that, you know, they was for Eli ever in history. And vice versa. You know? But you see, this is what they doing to the real me. You know? And that's permanent. They're my permanent feelings, you know what I'm saying? To death, man. I would never, ever associate with none of those cities and, you know, those people and these influences and everything. You know what I'm saying? They just proactively do things to try to glue me to them, you know what I'm saying, in advance. You feel me? And they got help from injustices. You know, they got help from injustices to do so. You feel me? I would never associate with these artists or influential figures. I would never be no kind of partnership, like nothing. So that's why they were allowed through, you know, illegal negligence, though, to be able to attach themselves to my life, you know, permanently, without my permission, consent, or understanding of what was taking place. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's happening now. So to this day, they still inflicting me with this stuff because it's something they know that they feel like they did so long ago and normalized that they can't get in trouble for it. And they got help from the injustices in order to perpetuate this, you know, in plain sight. It's every day in plain sight, whenever they get ready, you know. And it's an extreme racial crime. But some people got some black people okay with it, so they feel like it's okay, you know. And that's the kind of situation, man. And like I said, bro, I fear no death or none of that, no ever. Nah, I'm straight. You know, so I don't care nothing about that. You know what I'm saying? And it's the most confusing is people your own race that, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? That even use something like this on a person. You know what I'm saying? This is the utmost, most heinous, you know, type of torture that can be used on a living person. Like on a person, a human. You know what I'm saying? They turn me into an asset, like a product, you know, like a delicacy, like, you know, they can just sit there and leech and drain and leech off my style and abilities, personality and things, get rich off it, and then kill the real me. And that's what they've been doing the whole time. You know? So, I mean, I don't care, man, for my stuff and for the truth. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, for the light and for what's right. You know what I'm saying? I'll lay it all down with no problems. You feel me? But yeah, man, I'm still heavily persecuted, obviously.